team, we'll have tryouts right at the end of the last fall sport, which typically is freshman football. And we'll typically have tryouts the last week of October, first week of November. And that's about a 4-day process. And we'll keep between 12 and 15 guys. And then that will constitute our freshman team. And then our JV and varsity season starts on October 15th. And if you play a fall sport, those guys come out once their sport ends. So if you're not a fall sport athlete, we will have opportunities August, September, October going into tryouts for weight training and on-court activities with our freshman coaches. And all that will be clearly announced through morning announcements once we get into school. And like I said, once we are able to resume some type of summer activity, I'll work with Mr. White, and he'll be able to send a communication to you guys in regards to that.
Good deal. Thanks. All right. Next up, we've got bowling. And Coach Atria was unable to get in for some reason. I was trying to let him in. So Mr. Williams is going to take his place and give you a little update on bowling.
Yeah, so real quick on bowling. Mr. Vinny Atria is our head coach. We have Mr. Art Kelly as the assistant coach, both of whom do not work on campus. They're off-campus coaches. The two places we hold practices, usually right after school, are Kingpin Lanes there in J-Town, and then sometimes at Executive Bowl right there by the fairgrounds, pretty close to campus. Those are the two spots we normally practice and obviously have matches as well. There is a JV and a varsity bowling team. Obviously, because of numbers, it's one of our smaller teams, so some skill is required. Obviously, as incoming freshmen, they work with you as much as they can, and obviously we'll teach you the game. But if you're interested, always feel free to reach out to myself, and I can get you into contact with Coach Atria or Coach Kelly. That's about it for bowling there, Kurt.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Next, we have Coach Sullivan with hockey. I saw him on there. Let's see where he's at. Try to unmute him.
There we go.
Coach, you there? All right.
There. Hey, I'm Coach Sullivan. I'm the head hockey coach. This is my 6th season coaching. My 3rd as head coach. This year we're celebrating our 20th year of hockey at St. X, so kind of a big season for us. We just have the one team. However, we play a split schedule against varsity and JV opponents in our region. We take everybody. If you're interested in playing hockey, you've never played before, come on out. We'll do the best we can to get you outfitted in equipment. We always have guys that have spare equipment or guys who just recently graduated that aren't going to play anymore that will donate their equipment. So if you have any interest and you've never played the game before, come on out. Unfortunately, we were going to have spring skates at Iceland Sports Complex. That's in Linden. But the ice rink's been closed since mid-March, and it won't open any earlier than June 15th. And even then, it's going to be limited in what we can do in terms of numbers. But as soon as we can have our informal skates, we'll let everybody who's interested know so you can come out and see what it's like. So we typically roster around 20 kids. 18 to 20 is ideal, but like I said, we take everybody. If you're willing to give it a go, we'll take it. You may not get a lot of playing time that first year if you just started. It is a contact sport, and picking it up can be tough because the first thing you have to know how to do is ice skate. I know a lot of kids pick it up pretty quick, and by the end of their 4 years, they're pretty good hockey players. Our schedule, we travel throughout the region, really no more than 3 hours away. The furthest we went last year, we played a game at Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio. That's where the NHL team, the Columbus Blue Jackets, played. We played our rival Cincinnati St. X up there. So that may not be an every year occurrence, but we do get up to Cincinnati. We go down to Lexington. There's a couple teams in Northern Kentucky that we play. That's an hour and a half away. Owensboro, Evansville. And that's really the extent of the teams that we'll face. Again, we play a split schedule. We'll play varsity teams. Our team is comprised of mostly of guys that just started playing hockey when they got to St. X. So if you're kind of on the fence about it, you're not going to be alone. A lot of guys have been there before, showing up to the program not knowing how to skate, and by senior year they're viable hockey players. We have a little tougher time with the varsity teams. We do want to maintain our position in the varsity league, in the varsity division of the Kentucky High School Hockey League. And there's a newly formed JV league that we're competitive in. So we split up the schedule. We play about 30 games between mid-October and early March. The state tournament is typically the first weekend in March. I believe it is in Owensboro this year. They have a beautiful facility down there. But yeah, 30 games between October and March. So that really comes out to, three weekends out of every month in that 5-month time span where we have games, and we'll have the occasional game during the week. For instance, we'll go down to Lexington on a Tuesday night. And then on weekends, we may be in Owensboro or Northern Kentucky or Cincinnati or Evansville. And I believe last year we had a couple overnight trips. The state tournament, which was in Evansville, which was kind of odd. They had the Kentucky High School State Tournament in Indiana, but it was a good tournament this year, and we all had fun. Had a pretty good showing. And then our Columbus trip, we also had an overnight, and we actually went and saw the Blue Jackets play the Devils then, and that may be a possibility as well, where we get to go to an NHL game and then play on their ice afterwards. So it's quite an experience, and it's open to everybody. I know we have a few kids that have played competitive hockey before coming in, and they're going to replace some good seniors that we lost. So we're hoping to have another good year. This past season, we won 6 games, and while that may not sound like much, I've been part of seasons where we won 1, 2, or even no games. So we're definitely on the up and up in that regard, and it's a good time. We practice twice a week. Again, that's at Iceland and Linden. One practice is an hour, the other is an hour and a half, and we have off-ice sessions as well in the weight room. And again, once we can actually return to the ice rink, we'll let everybody know so you can come to our informal skates and see what it's all about. And also, if you have any questions, my email I saw is listed on the form. Just reach out. You can always get in touch with me.
Good deal. Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it. And guys, remember the coach's contact information is listed on last week's call under the archive section on the Class of 2024 webpage. So be sure to go check that out, or anywhere on the website. The next one we have up is Coach Todd Larkin with swimming and diving. And I'm going to share screen here real quick. He's got a nice little slide for you. So I will get that going. Coach Larkin.
Thank you so much, Curt, for having us, and welcome to all the incoming freshmen. It's really exciting to have you guys. And I know that everybody is excited for the fall, including all of the coaches. Yeah, I think Curt's going to put up that slide that we have for the program. We are a no-cut sport, swimming. We have our own facility on campus, so we're very fortunate to have that. And I think we really offer something for everyone, in our program and in our team. I think we are highlighted a lot with winning, but I think what makes our program stand out is our developmental process. And, on the top of our slide, we have one road, one team, one goal. That's kind of our mantra that we took over kind of toward the end of this season, but look to continue it this year. We're on the road to being, one of the best teams in the country. We continue to kind of push. We're always in the top 5 nationally. The one team is that I think that you'll find a huge brotherhood. I think we really have a great structure and a great program, and everybody really works together, and we really push that inside our program, that everyone respects one another, and that's how we pursue excellence. And our one goal is maxing out. It's to that everyone maxes their potential in our program. And that's part of our developmental process that we're so excited and we're so proud of. And that's why we can honestly say that we have something for everyone. And we take some of the guys, kind of like what our hockey coach was talking about. We have guys that come to the pool that have never swam before. And they might just be looking for something to do. But through hard work, through coaching, and through commitment, by the time they leave St. X, we have these kids swimming in college, if they choose to do so. So we definitely are we utilize the facility we have. I've got a great staff that I can't say enough great things about. And I think that, the character development on our team is what really sets our team apart. That not only you learn how to be a great swimmer, but, you learn how to be a great leader. You learn how to respect your teammates. You learn how to work and function as a team. And that's one of the things that we stress. So, I want to encourage everyone to come out to our program, whether you swam before or whether you are a club swimmer. We really do have something for everyone. We hold anywhere from about 100 to about 120 on our team. So it's it's a large team. It's a large program, but we've got, like I said, something for everyone. It is a no-cut sport. We don't cut. We've got kids that come to us or students that come to us that, like I said, just want to be a part of a team and want to work hard, and we welcome that. So it's something that we want to definitely encourage, and we want guys to come out for that. So no experience is necessary at all, but what is required is having that commitment to excellence. And you guys are in for you're going to see that at our school when you walk down the hallways, and no matter what you participate in, excellence is going to be a current theme throughout all of our programs. So I think that commitment, the earlier that you make that commitment, the better and the more involved you're going to be at St. X, and the more that you're going to enjoy it. I have heard some of the coaches talk about being a family. I think we have a great family type atmosphere in the pool and a great family type atmosphere on the team. And we're always looking to add new team members too. We have excellent leadership. We've got right now, currently our captains are running Zoom meetings in small groups. So we had about 20 incoming freshmen join those Zoom meetings last week. Those are just freshmen that had already contacted me. And if you want to be involved in those, email me. My email is listed on that slide. It's also listed on the document that Curt referred to. But email me, and I will be happy to put you in one of those small group Zoom meetings where you can start talking to our coaches, start talking to our captains. They're doing a great job with those. So if you want to be involved earlier than later, that would be fantastic. So we want to welcome you to do that. Right now, it's kind of what was mentioned. The fall is hopefully going to become a little bit more clear. In normal years, we have started voluntary training in August. So we're hoping to do that again, once we get to clearance. So we will start that. If you participate in a fall sport but still want to swimming is a winter sport, that is not a problem. After your fall sport ends, come to the pool, come and get that information, and we'll be happy to give that to you and happy to welcome you on the team, whenever your fall sport ends. So, but if you're not doing one and just looking for something to start, or if you're just looking to meet, friends or maybe meet classmates, come on out, because like I said, hopefully we'll be able to do that again this year and offer some type of voluntary training. I know that we'll be, meeting as a team and Zooming as a team throughout the summer. So it's something that we want to encourage you to do. I've got on that slide just some of our core values, the excellence, the respect, the details. Those are things that you'll learn in our program and something that we really promote. So, like I said, it's really our team building is off to a great start. If you have need any information, like I said, it is a great program, and we want to welcome you to that team. Please email me, and I'll be happy to communicate by email. Or if we need to set up a Zoom meeting, that would be fine. Or if you just want to go ahead and be put in one of those small groups, I'll be happy to do that too. So welcome to St. X. I know you guys are going to be an exciting class. It's going to be a great school year, and we cannot wait to see you on campus.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate that. The next person we have on is for wrestling, and that's Coach Kressig. So, Coach, you can take it away, sir.
My name is Jim Kressig. Can you guys hear me? Am I on? Okay. I want to welcome you guys to St. X. You guys are now a part of a family. You got a group of people, and look at all these coaches that are already here that already are extending hands to you. Because why? Because we care about you guys. And so, from the wrestling standpoint, sport, most of my guys have no experience at all. We're a no-cut sport, which is awesome. So if you have no clue about wrestling, you're like everybody else. The cool thing is right now we have workouts 5 days a week. These are virtual workouts. Actually, we meet on Zoom Tuesdays and Thursdays. You guys can do Tuesdays and Thursdays, 10 a.m. in the morning. I'm there. Coach Knable's there. We got all our team there, and it's voluntary, but we get workouts in with the team twice a week. Then we meet on Fridays and we talk about, what's your greatest fear? We talk about, who on the team do you respect and why? And what that does, it does this. Brings us tight and brings us together, and you can be a part of that. We've got three incoming freshmen, brand spanking new, who are part of it now. So if that gets you excited, if you want to step in to the St. X world right now, step into your family, shake hands, put your arms around your brothers virtually right now, we're doing it. And that's 5 days a week. I give you workouts on Huddle. All you got to do is email Coach Kressig. It's on that KressigJ@stxfact.com. If Kurt's nice enough, he'll put it back up there. You guys can take a picture of it with your phone. But man, you can't lose here at St. X. You can't. And when doors are opened, we want you to be a part of this place. We do not want you going home at 3 o'clock. Right? It's the worst thing you can do is just be a student here. Our big chant is "We are St. X." You hear it at all our games. Our fans, they go crazy because we want you to be a part of this school. And just if you go from 8 to 3, you're missing a huge part of it. And that's the family. That's the learn about to be a leader. Learning what dedication's about. Learning what character is, and then showing it. Right. So hey, I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm happy to see everybody. I miss guys. Miss the whole school. But I can't wait to get started. And you can get started right now. So email Coach Kressig if you're interested in wrestling. Also, football guys, if you're a football guy, hand in glove relationship, fellas, both contact sports. Coach Wallace and I, we get along like brothers. And you know what? Our guys know how to move their hands, move their feet. It's a two sports that work well together. And that goes from here all the way to the pros. So, hey, fellas, welcome to St. X. You got one expectation: live an extraordinary life. That's the expectation. Be extraordinary. No average, pitch that out the back door. You've got to be exceptional. And this world is made for extraordinary men, and we're building them. So look forward to seeing you. Thanks for listening to me, and go Tigers.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it. I'm going to get another workout in for the day, so I'm motivated. I'm pumped. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Hey, I want to stop right here real quick and go through. We've got some questions that I just want to make sure that everybody's paying attention to. The first one was talking about intramurals. We already talked about that. That does start every January of the school year. So that'll start up in January. That's something where you create your own team, play on the weekends for non-basketball guys. So our intramural program is fantastic. There's multiple sports. There's anything from putt-putt golf to bowling to flag football, soccer, you name it, water polo, you name it, we've got it. Again, that's part of it. You've heard a little bit about that tonight is there's something for everybody, and there truly is something for everybody. So encourage everybody to look at those and get involved. Is it possible to play 2 sports in one season? Mr. Williams answered that. In the same season, just with practice times overlapping, it'd be very tough. So, but we do encourage you to play multiple sports. We feel like that is the opportunity at St. X that some schools may not have. Is we want you to, and you heard it from Coach Kressig, we want you to participate. We want you to be involved. So certainly, if you are play 2-3 sports, hey, do it. And but just in the same season, it'd be tough with the practice times. Can you swim if you have never swam before? Coach Williams says swim is a no-cut sport. Yes, you can be on the swim team. Coach Larkin, anything to add to that?
No, we encourage, like I said, you do not need any prior experience at all. So we would love to welcome you. We'd love to have you on the team.
All right. And Coach K, I know we've got one. I know Ryan Camella is a wrestling guy, so he's wanting to know where they should go to join the meetings. Is it on the webpage?
What I do is I send out all the Zoom meetings. I send it out through Huddle. So if he'll just email me, I just need his cell phone and his email address. Boom, I'll get it right back to him, and we'll take care of young Mr. Camella.
Okay, excellent, awesome. And that is a good segue talking about emailing, guys. Because again, we talked about it last week and we've sent the communication out. All of you do have access now to your St. X email accounts. So please go out and get those set up. We had a great number, almost 200 within the first couple of days setting up their school accounts. Now, I want you all to know that that's something that usually doesn't happen until orientation in August. So we're kind of ahead of the game, and we wanted to do that. That way you could communicate with us most effectively and have, kind of that same email address as everyone else. So for the coaches' information and for your all's sake, please know that they do have their St. X email accounts. But I encourage everyone to go and email the coaches that you're interested in joining, just to introduce yourself, just to see what you can be doing from there. And then the last thing that I do want to just make sure, let's see, that you all have, I'm going to put it back on there. And so that screen, you can see that's the website again for you all to jump on. It's the Class of 2024 webpage just for you all. I did get on. We do have, Coach Tronzo does have his new workouts up for the next 2 weeks. So jump on there and check those out. But make sure you continue to check those pages. And a lot of good, useful information there. So I'm going to stop sharing. And basically, guys, that's pretty much the information that I have tonight. I know a lot of you took that math placement test. We will be getting those results out. We'll be getting, and you'll be notified shortly by mail how that was and what your final math placement will be, whether that would be Algebra 1 or Geometry. So just want y'all to be aware of that. So a couple more questions. Where are the emails for the coaches at? So Mr. DeZarn, so if you go to that Class of 2024 webpage, under the archive section on the right-hand side, I think it's like Zoom 1 call or something like that. That's going to be on it says Zoom information right above the video. So Zoom information, that will be listed there on that page. Excuse me. It will also be listed under directory or on the athletics page under their team. So be sure there's plenty of places to find that. if all else fails, Nick, just give me a buzz and we'll get you what you need. Okay, buddy? All right, good question here from Tate. And this probably goes with to guidance. So Miss Wissing and Mr. Yankee, when will we be introduced to the college preparation program?
All right, I'll take that one, Mr. Yankee. You guys will begin college prep as soon as you begin your freshman year. So there's, it's built in through all 4 years of guidance. You will have a college counselor as well as myself, and Mr. Yankee will be your counselor as well, that you can access at any time. We will help build you with college and career, probably beginning November, December of your freshman year. We want to give you a little bit of time to get settled, and then we will log you into a program called Naviance, and we will work you through different steps of that. It's a college and career program, and then build on it each year until you eventually, right before your senior year, you will be introduced to your college counselor, and they will take it from there. But they are accessible. Your college counselors are accessible all 4 years if you have specific questions.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you, Miss Wissing. I'm going to answer, or actually it looks like we have one more question from Jack Schultz on the who to email. Looks like Coach Bosch took care of that, so I appreciate it, Coach Bosch. And then we do have one more coach that joined. It's kind of a winter into spring sport, and that's bass fishing. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Yarborough. And Mr. Yarborough does a little bit of everything, so he can run down and talk about everything that he does, from bass fishing to hockey to the band and everything else. So I'm going to let him take over for just a few minutes.
Thank you, guys. I hope you're all having a good night, and sorry I was a little late getting in here. I'm Mr. Yarborough. I take care of all the music stuff at St. X, instrumental music. I'm in charge of the pep band. We do jazz band. We have spring pit orchestra that plays for the spring musicals. The first thing you would want to get involved with there would be the pep band. We usually start up evening rehearsals inside, no marching, 2 weeks before the school starts. I'm going to be posting that to the web calendar as we learn more about what's going to happen with the start of school, and we make more of a plan with that. So just stay tuned. Keep an eye on the web calendar if you want to get involved. Certainly email me and let me know, and we can get you in there. I am also the head coach for bass fishing. We really start that up pretty early in the school year. We have a session usually in late August where we go to a park pond and get to know everybody, practice casting a little bit, and get things kicked off in that way. Through the fall, we have some tournaments, and then in the spring is our main tournament season, leading up to the KHSAA events, regionals, and state. I also am an assistant coach with the ice hockey team. That usually starts up with some workouts. When do we start that? Usually about September. The team's lifting together. Games and practices start up usually in October and goes through about February, if I remember correctly, that season. So it's a whole lot of fun. We've had a good uptick in success the last couple of years, and the coaches there are doing a great job. Really some talented players. So really excited about that team as well. A lot of great things to do at St. X. Really anything you're into, we have an opportunity for it, whether it's during the day in classes or extracurricular. So really pleased that you guys are going to be joining us, and looking forward to meeting you guys. Good to see everybody.
Good deal. Thanks, Coach Yarborough. All right, guys. That about wraps it up for me. Let's see. I had one question on school calendar. When is that going to be posted? Hopefully as soon as possible. We're still working through that, and I think, we're not wanting to release 4 different options and calendars and updates with everything going on. So we'll get those dates. If there's specific dates that you're looking for, just email me, and I'll get those. I know a lot of people are trying to plan vacations and things like that for next year, or Christmas break things. So just email me, and I'll look at what I have the latest. So just to let you know there. Really, that is about it. And I want to thank you all again tonight for joining us. We had another great turnout. So I do appreciate that. We'll be back on next week. We will be doing some campus ministry, and we will also be doing our spring sports. So look forward to that. And if you need anything, let us know. But I will tell you guys, these calls have been a huge advantage. Because you are getting access to coaches and people that you probably wouldn't have gotten until August when we went into orientation. So this is exciting stuff, and I'm glad we're doing it. And if there's anything that comes out of this COVID-19 that is good, it is certainly that we're getting you all exposed to that. So thank you all so much. Again, email me anytime. Keep checking in on that webpage, checking our social media accounts, things like that. And that is all we've got. So thank you all. Everyone is now unmuted. So if you all want to say goodbye, goodbye. Have a great night. Thank you all so much.
Bye.
Bye.
You remind me of the funny.
They all muted.
I'm good.
That's the 22. You said we're ready. No. That's fine for you. No, I get it. I get it. Well, you're right, because